Calling all artists, musicians, designers, creatives, and entrepreneurs. If you're building something bold, intentional, and rooted in culture, the Hella Chisme podcast wants to hear from you. The Hella Chisme Production LLC was created to amplify underrepresented voices, to build community through storytelling and create platforms where creativity and culture are taken seriously. I know we love the chisme over here and we love to talk all the good gossip and the juicy tea. But this is about sharing your story, sharing your history, your lived experience, and to build connection. We want to talk about the process. We want to talk about the passion. We want to talk about the purpose. This is not just a promo for your business. It's storytelling, it's legacy, it's documenting the journey behind your art. If you're creating with intention and building something that deserves to be seen, please tap in. Reach out to chismehellapod@gmail.com is in the description box below. Let's tap in and we're going to create something powerful together. Bye. May is doing a lot more than just bringing sunshine and cute outfits, okay? It's bringing truth, history, visibility, and yeah, a little bit of accountability too. Because this month, we're recognizing moments that actually matter. On May 17th, we are honoring the International Day Against Homophobia, Biphobia, and Transphobia, a global reminder that people deserve to live, love, and exist out loud without fear, without shame, and without having to shrink themselves to make others feel comfortable. We also, on May 22nd, celebrate Harvey Milk Day, honoring Harvey Milk's legacy. And yes, this hits a little different for me because I am from the Bay Area. But I also know the white gays love Harvey Milk too. But his legacy is felt. It's in the streets, it's in the culture, and it's in the community. He showed us what it really means to be visible, to take up space, and to fight for the future where we all belong. On May 24th, we uplift Pansexual and Pan Romantic Awareness Day because love is not one size fits all. It doesn't follow rules. It doesn't stay in a cute little knee box. And honestly, it never was meant to. And all month long, we are celebrating Asian American, Native Hawaiian, Pacific Islander Month, recognizing cultures, the stories, and the contributions that continue to shape everything around us, even when they don't always get the credit they deserve. May is also National Military Appreciation Month, a time to recognize those serving, the veterans, the military families, and the sacrifices that often go unseen. And while we honor service, we also have to hold space for the complicated reality that there are troops right now deployed and caught into conflicts across the world. Real people, real families, real lives. These people are impacted every single day. Supporting people who serve should mean caring about the human cost of war and the responsibility that comes with it. And last but certainly not least, we can't talk about what's happening in May without uplifting our women and mothers this month. And happy Mother's Day to my own mother and all the women in my family. Now, at the Hella Chisme podcast, you already know we don't just talk about culture, we live it. We hold space for real conversations, for visibility, and for some nuance, and for the people who deserve to be heard in full color, not watered down. So this month, I encourage you, and it's real simple. Check in with what you know, challenge what you don't, and show up for the people loudly, proudly, and intentionally. And most importantly, celebrate people for exactly who they are. Because that is the real cheese girl. And welcome back to another episode of the Hella Chisme podcast. My name is Dana, and I'm your host. Oh my gosh.
Hi,
Hi, I'm not at home.
where are you?
Oh my goodness. I'm in your lovely, humble abode in San Jose, California.
Yes, indeed.
Yes. How are things going, friend?
Things are good.
Mm.
I'm ready for a nap.
Yeah, you worked today.
I
It
did.
was a busy day for you.
It wasn't that busy, but I worked.
Yes,
I
yes.
clocked in.
Uh-huh.
I got up.
Uh-huh.
I got dressed.
Yeah.
Talked to people.
Yep.
I don't like people,
I mean,
but here we are.
yes, here we are.
How
Well,
was your day? What did you do?
it was good. I mean, I worked as well. I didn't really have to talk to a lot of people, but
Love.
I did just get some work done, get some stuff finished today. And it was fine. It was what it was. And then I went and roamed the streets of San Jose a little bit.
Love it.
Yeah, yeah. Um, if you're new here and you've never met Lo, my wonderful baby brother,
Hello.
he's been on many episodes at this point. I would say you were definitely on like I would say you've been on like 5 or 6 episodes at this point, right?
Yeah, I think so. At
Um,
least 2%.
yeah, and
Maybe three.
okay, yeah.
Making
I
an
mean,
impact.
we're at 100 episodes now.
I know.
Isn't that crazy? This would technically be episode 101,
Okay.
I believe.
We're gonna do a little counting. Is your watch pink?
So no, this isn't
Okay.
a watch. No, I see. So I'm very prepared for us to digress.
Okay.
So I mean, or
It's
for us to
starting.
pivot and for us to, go all over the place.
Right.
And that's totally fine.
Okay.
That's totally fine. That's, it's gonna happen. But no. So Paris, when we were in Mexico, bought Wesley and Gandhi these collars. And the
Gotcha.
collars came with these little ones, but we were like, what are they for?
Yeah.
And so we've been wearing them as bracelets. So I was wearing it today because
Love
I
it.
felt like Paris would see this at some point and be like, "Oh, you're wearing our little bracelets."
Okay, I love that. That's cute.
Yes. Well, cheers. Happy, what is
Cheers.
today? Tuesday? Wednesday? I don't know what today is.
Today's Tuesday.
Okay, got it.
Taco Tuesday.
Why didn't we go get tacos?
It can still happen depending on what time we wrap this up.
Okay.
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
take it to my liquor store spot.
Oh, yeah, you did tell me there's a liquor store spot down here.
Hmm.
They sell taco. It's funny because I was talking to Paris earlier and he was like, he gonna kid taco shop on the way home. I was like, there's no taco shops like that here. And then now you reminded me that there is one.
Okay, there's several drive-through ones and everything.
Wait, you guys have ones with drive-throughs?
I ain't never been
Oh,
to it, but
I mean, I don't, I go to some with drive-throughs. Actually,
okay,
the
go
only
pick
ones I
the
go
good
to, the one
ones.
is with drive-through.
Exactly.
Okay, well, hey. So what's been going on, child? How's life been treating you? I know you work today. I know you got some things that was pop locking and dropping, but how's life been?
You know, life has been a roller coaster.
Hasn't it?
We're lifing,
Yes.
and life is lifing, and
It has been doing that.
I'm just here surviving,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, I
taking
agree.
things one day at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Dropping dead weight
Mm-hmm.
and moving on.
I feel that. I feel where you're coming from. So I'm here because we are taking care of our old folks.
Mm,
I had to come and check on my folks, because they were I mean, some health things were happening, and I was like, well, I mean, I gotta come, and we gotta figure some things out because our parents are
parenting in
parenting.
this old age.
I mean, well, in this old age, and they are they are trying to give us a run for our money, I would say.
Girl, they have given me a run. Okay, I'm like, I've had enough.
Hmm.
I'm gonna give y'all what I can, and then after that,
It's too much.
y'all call me if you need me.
Yeah, just that, just that. Well, I went on vacation.
Yes.
So I was quiet for a little bit. I released our with my 100th episode and put that out, and then I went on vacation. When I did this outline, I forgot it was coming out in May.
I know because I was looking at this and I'm like, I don't know what he talking about.
It's okay.
I have no clue.
Just follow me.
Okay.
It's gonna be fine. And I went to Puerto Vallarta.
How was that?
It was fantastic. Me and Paris and two of our friends, another married couple, we went and we had ourselves a yang dang doodle. It was hot
Mm.
and I scraped up my knee
I saw that.
and I fell in the ocean. And it dragged me up the sand.
Are you drunk?
No,
Well, that's no
unfortunately.
fun.
I mean, well, here was the thing. It was hot as fuck. I couldn't get my life to balance out because I went from it being like 70s to 65 in San Diego to it being 85 to 95
Mm.
degrees in Mexico.
That's a no for
It
me.
was super humid. Um, and not it just being superhuman, it was also um in the Airbnb we stayed at had like an indoor outdoor
Hmm.
situation. So our room was completely enclosed, but when you went out um into like the kitchen and like the living area, it was like a little opened.
Gotcha.
And it was like covered a little bit so like, if it rained or anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very intense.
Yeah. I mean,
It was very intense.
sounds like a roller coaster of
Yeah.
weather and atmosphere. And
Yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know if atmosphere is the right word, but you get the gist.
Yes. Yeah, yeah. I do. I do. I mean, it was good,
I
but
do think we should tell people that you were drunk when you fell in scrape shooting. I think that's more exciting.
I mean, but what point is it gonna make if I was drunk?
I was having such a great time.
I walked into the ocean, the
We
waves
went
just
to the ocean and
crashed
it
into
just
me.
swept me off my feet.
It
And I
it
just,
it definitely did that.
scraped up my kneecap and I was like, let's have another shot.
I mean, I definitely had another drink,
Yeah.
but I don't I wasn't drunk yet. That's the sad part. Because I was barely I was barely sure that I was gonna drink that day,
Mm.
but I knew that I wanted to have a drink, but I know what I want. Because I don't really drink a lot of hard alcohol as of these days.
Oh.
Sometimes
What's we've switched up our ways. What's our drink of choice these days?
I love a good glass of wine. And I love some champagne, although I've been doing very well with not drinking a lot of champagne
Yeah.
because the champagne will it's like beer, bitch. It's gonna give me the belly and all the love handles and hips, and I've been doing a good job with working on getting rid of those.
Hmm.
But no, I just feel like I will drink some tequila when I go out, or like last night we
Yeah.
had some tequila.
Yeah.
And I will drink some Hennessy when I'm chilling at home if I want to, but I've been, trying not to drink as much during the week. Well, I haven't been drinking as much during the week and definitely not drinking hard alcohol during the week.
Yeah. I mean, I just feel like I mean, you know me. I don't even keep alcohol here in the house. The
Hmm.
only reason why we got it now is because he brought it.
Okay, but it's
But
wine.
it's wine. But yeah, no, I told Smiggery, I'm just like, like it has to have been a really hard day for me. Like, you know what? I'm gonna go get me a little vodka and
Hmm.
a little something and sit on this couch and drink.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I just be chilling. I will go get me some hot Cheetos though
Oh my
and treat
gosh.
myself or a little gummy worm, and
Yes.
deal with the stomach ache that I know is coming.
Mm, mm.
That's usually my stress release. Instead of a drink, get
Yes.
some food.
I have not had I've been doing real good of skipping hot chips.
I give myself one bag a month.
I haven't even I've been I you see the chips I bought today, I was like, this is my treat.
Girl, the
After
Spark and
that,
Vinegard ones. Wow.
I love salt and vinegar. The
Mm,
salt and vinegar kettles.
you turning into your daddy.
And then sandwich chips,
Okay,
those are
now
my
the
favorite.
Honey Dijon ones is good, but that salt and vinegar, I can't rock with that.
Um, but but yes, I that day I wasn't sure that I was really gonna drink. I think I had just had a mimosa, and they all wanted me to get in the water. So I went to the water, and it was hot. So I went in the water, wet my hat, put my hat on. So, when the wind blew, it was cooling. And then I was gonna go all the way in, go in some more. Baby, this wave came up and swooshed me down, and
Mm,
then dragged me up the sand. And my whole knee was skinned
mm, mm,
for
mm.
days, and I had to put a liquid band-aid on it because I was like, I'm getting in this water.
Yeah.
And then after that, I said, fuck this, I'm going to get in this pool. And I didn't get back in. I think I got put my feet in once. But after that, I was like, nah, fuck all this. I'm not doing this because it's the ghetto. And every time I go to Mexico, the water fucks me up. Last time I got seasick, this time I done skinned both my knees. I'm
Mm.
Gucci. You don't ever have to worry about me being in the water there again.
No, thank you.
But yes, we had a good time. We got on our flight and we came home on the way back home. It was a little crazy getting out of Mexico, but it was fine. We got delayed, got to Arizona, and I don't know what it is about the Phoenix, Arizona airport, but that shit drives me the fuck crazy.
What's wrong with it?
It just be a lot going on, and it's always something delayed, always something wrong, always something happened. We pull up in Arizona in Phoenix Airport. The fucking gate thing isn't working.
Hmm.
And we had to wait on the plane for an extra 40 minutes.
Oh,
So we definitely missed our next flight. They rebook us on a new flight, and then they put us all in the front of the airplane. And if it's one thing I can't stand to sit in the front of the airplane.
why?
But I hate that shit. It get on my
You want
nerves.
to be in the back?
I don't want to be in the back. I like to be in the middle, on the wing,
Oh, that's fair.
or in the exit row.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
yeah,
I
I
hate
guess.
it. It's too up and down. They say the worst place to sit on the airplane is either the front or all the way in the back.
Yes, I did that one time and I thought my stomach was gonna fall out my ass.
Yes, it's terrible.
Yeah.
It's
But it was
terrible.
in the back. Towards the front though, I feel like I don't really feel much in the front. But that back, I've definitely sat like pretty close, like one of the last rows before and was like, oh no, this is the ghetto.
It's the ghetto, and I would never do it again.
Mm-mm.
Um, well. And then we also did a taco tour while we were there, and they loved it. And I went and did the taco tour the first time when I went to Jasmine's wedding, actually.
Yeah.
The taco tour is fantastic.
Okay, taco tour.
If you follow me on my personal all art mediums on Instagram, I do a little. I've been doing my little vacation content creating situation, creating little reels. Did you see it?
I was about to say, I don't think I saw it.
Why? You follow me on Instagram, right?
I think so. Let me go check. Where
You
can I
don't play the
see?
music because
We don't want any issues.
anyway, while Martel's getting caught up, um, it was fun. I had a good time. Love Puerto Vallarta. Love to see it. Oh, one of the restaurants that you're gonna see in the clip, it was this restaurant that overlooked the chapel or the like the big like a big church.
Ooh, is this taco a part of the taco tour? It says
Yes, I
expert
mean that taco
taco.
was delicious, and all the tortillas were made fresh in
Ooh, I
front of
love
you.
a homemade tortilla.
Oh, it was delicious. Everything was good. Um, but the restaurant we went to was in front of a chap or in front of a church,
Mm-hmm.
and every 30 minutes they rang the bell at the top of the hour. I mean, it ended at like 9 o'clock, but that was beautiful. and the view from it was beautiful. That was when we went to Joshua Tree, like right
Okay,
before
I
that.
think this is the last thing I saw. I sing now.
Um, so,
Be jet setting your little life away.
I just be doing some things. And now and then after this, I'm going, by the time this comes out or the weekend this comes out, I'm going to Vegas to see
See
Mary
Mary
J.
J.
Blige and Babyface. It's gonna be a good time. Before we jump into this week's like topic, I do want to talk about a couple of things. To start, do you know who Scott Evans is?
No.
So Scott Evans has a show on YouTube, and he calls it The House Guest.
The house
And he
guest.
has a bunch of different interviews with a bunch of different celebrities. And he just recently had Mary J. Blige. And in looking, and I was in talking about Mary J. Blige and, going to go see her this weekend.
Hmm.
I'm excited that, this is all gonna,
Seen this man.
it all connects. So she did an interview with her.
Hmm.
And I think immediately growing up in the 90s, my first thought was, and watching this, not realizing how New York Mary J. Blige was. She grew up in Yonkers, which is upstate New York.
Hmm.
And like she real New York with it. Like it's just her accent, how she talks, everything. I never really realized, but you could definitely hear it uh in her interview.
Yeah.
But I love it. Um one of the things which we were talking about was what is her favorite things to cook that he asked her. Can you take a guess what it was?
I mean, I know because I read this part of the notes, but I don't know. Is it chili?
You don't have to pretend like you don't know.
Oh, okay. It's stewed
Stewed
chicken,
chicken,
right?
yes, stewed chicken. And she was like hamburger helper. And the first when
Wait,
she's
Mary's favorite thing to cook?
exactly,
Stewed
girl,
chicken
and
and
hamburger
hamburger helper?
helper.
That is
And she was
crazy.
talking about, and he was like, "Is it curry?" And I
Curry
was like,
what?
but you know what I thought immediately is that immediately I was like, everybody doesn't always it's like gumbo. Everybody don't cook it the same. They don't add the same
Right,
ingredients.
right.
They don't do the same things that we do in our
But he thought the
family.
stewed chicken was
Was a
good too?
curry something. But also any most in different cultures, they have different curries.
Well, yeah, of course,
But
but
he
like,
yes. But it's foreign to us for him to think that because we know what stewed chicken is.
but okay.
Because it's also stewed chicken, because it's like stewed.
Yeah.
So, and curry is a stewed something. Like a
Yeah,
chicken curry is stewed chicken,
yeah.
except it's curry chicken.
Okay. I don't know how we got
You're
to curry.
perplexed.
Yeah, I don't know how we got to
No, but
curry,
that's
but
what
I
he
do
said.
understand, that, it's like,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
But I just don't know I don't know how my first thought was stewed chicken hamburger helpy. Curry? Like, I don't know.
Right, right. No,
I don't know.
I mean, in the context of it, he was clarifying what stewed chicken was, and then the second one she said was hamburger helper.
Gotcha.
And so she started to explain. She was like, get your graze your chicken, put a little flour on it so it'll thicken up. Put
Hmm.
your bell pepper, your onion, add your broth, make some rice extra fluffy with some Mexican corn. I said, Mary, just make
But okay, the corn also threw me
it
for a
threw
loop.
me. It did throw me. It did throw
Because
me.
I'm just like, okay, wait a minute.
But
How did the corn, the and Mexican corn
Mexican
come
corn,
into
right?
play?
I thought
Oh,
the
and I'm
exact
just like,
same
okay,
thing.
maybe her Mexican corn is a different Mexican corn that I'm picturing because I'm picturing Mexican corn with like the sauce
The
and the cheese
cheese,
and the
and the
chili
hot
powder
sauce.
and
Yes,
the hot sauce.
all of that.
And Mary, if I was part of your stewed chicken and see that in my stewed chicken,
Next to it was Mexican corn.
oh, next to it,
It's a side dish.
got it. Okay.
I mean, I think if you don't like regular boiled butter corn,
Hmm.
then it would make sense to find something that you can
Dress up the corn.
dress up the corn.
Okay. But why do we need the side?
I mean, because I'll be good with just the rice.
Yeah, the rice and then the stewed chicken has everything in it.
All
It
the
has your
vegetables.
protein, your
Yes.
vegetables,
Yes.
a little liquid.
Uh-huh.
And you put a little rice. I mean, if you want to, you can put a little hot sauce on top or something. But
Definitely a little crystal. Mm-hmm.
I'm just again, I don't know how we got to needing a side, and of all sides,
Mexican corn.
Mexican corn.
But I'm not gonna knock it
No,
because it gave
listen.
very like I'm like, and I bet it's good.
Oh, I'm sure it probably
I
is.
bet it's delicious,
A
especially when
hundred
she
percent.
said the rice fluffy, and I said,
Yes.
"Yes, Queen,
Yeah.
please
Fluff up that
fluff
rice.
up,
You get that fork in there,
please,
you fluff
you
that
yeah,
rice.
please do."
Don't you give me no stuck together.
No. And then she said the hamburger helper, and she likes the beef stroganoff and the cheeseburger one, which brought me to what we were talking about earlier. When we were talking about our daycare person
Hmm.
who used to make hamburger helper, and she always made the cheeseburger one.
Yes.
And then you know what else I thought about was your cousins who made hamburger and they thought
The
the
meat was in
meat
the
in the
box.
box.
Why is there no meat in here?
I'm like, girl,
What happened to the meat?
you gotta buy the meat, sister.
Oh,
And I
what a time.
specifically remember when we went home after that, after having it for the first time, and telling mommy and daddy that we had hamburger helper for the first time. And they were like, "You had what?" And
Yeah,
I remember her making that with corn.
really?
I do. I remember that being with corn and salad
Huh.
all the time. I don't remember the other pasta with corn and salad.
I remember that one
Y-
that pasta I remember. I think it probably because it was one of like my favorite things that she would make,
Yeah.
and so that's probably why it stuck with me.
Hmm.
But I mean, when I tell you I was at the Walmart the other day,
Mm.
it was after work, so Target was closed.
Oh, yeah.
I know, guys, I can't shop at Target. I'm sorry, I'm not stopping. But I
Gotta be
was
one
at
of the two.
yeah, I was at Walmart, because it was the only thing that was open. Literally looking for that, and I was like, oh, and then I picked up one. And I was like, this don't seem like the right one, and then I walked around the corner, and there that right one was. I was like,
Hmm.
this is it. And she used to make it with that, with some chicken nuggets
Yeah.
and corn.
Wow. What a time.
Yeah, daycare was a time
I was gonna say something. Do you remember that salad dressings, that salad seasoning?
with the
That
bacon
sh
bits in it.
Did it have bacon bits in it? Well, it definitely was a salad seasoning, and maybe it did have bacon bits in it. I
Hmm.
remember that salad. We would bought that and would put it on everything,
Girl,
everything.
everything.
But it was by was it by
Mm-mm. It had that McCormick.
McCormick. It was by
McCormick.
McCormick. Yes, that salad seasoning. That was
Hmm.
the best thing that had ever happened. And I remember it just, we would buy it and buy it and buy it. You still can't find that shit to this day.
What you mean?
Where you find it at?
I guarantee you can go find some of your parents' cabinet.
Please. Please stop
I know we
right
got a
now.
bottle in that cabinet right now.
Oh my God.
It might be from the early 2000s, but it's there.
Disgusting.
Discolored is what it
It
is.
disgust right. It's not even the right color anymore.
Mm-mm.
Um, and one of the other things that, she kind of talked about was, I don't know if you're gonna remember this, but pick up your phone
Okay, let me do my Googles.
and look up Mary J. Blige crispy chicken commercial. While you looking at it, one of the other funny scenes in this interview was they were sitting there talking and she had the mic fob on her chest and she thought it was a bug. And when I tell you, she flew up out that
What the
seat and was like,
hell?
"What the fuck is that?"
Is it a Burger King commercial?
Uh-huh. Do you remember this commercial? It was in 2012. How old were you in 2012?
I just graduated high school.
I so you was like 17, 18.
And what was wrong with the commercial?
Well, okay. So apparently it got a lot of backlash. She talked about how a lot of her friends had stopped talking to her. She lost friends over it. and all the things. She was saying how she was blindsided by the version that was aired. Her team didn't approve the final cut, and then it wasn't reflective of the actual creative directive that I guess they had already planned. And then the harmful stereotypes behind it about black people and chicken and then a black woman singing about fried chicken and all the things. And for me, my I'm just like, was it really that deep? Like,
Well, I'm like, I need to like go. Okay, whenever we take a break, I'm gonna go back and listen to the actual commercial, and then we're
yes.
gonna revisit this
Okay,
conversation
okay.
because I would like to know if it's really this deep, or are people mad because she on TV singing about what we really love? I mean, I'm
I,
not a big fan of fried chicken, like me personally, but that's just me. Like, I can
right,
have a piece. I don't go crazy over fried chicken,
right.
but I mean,
It's
the people
I
love some fried chicken.
and they went and bought the burger or the
Exactly.
sandwich.
I'm like, and what's the difference between her doing this, what, 20 plus, I mean, 10 plus years ago, and
Right.
Meg just doing another
With
collab with
Popeyes.
Popeyes?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it because they like Popeyes more than they like Burger King?
Yeah, huh, that's a good question.
I'm like,
And I also was like, okay, well, what would have made it better? Like, would it have been, more black people in the commercial? Because I
yeah,
feel like that would have been pissed people off too. Like, all these niggas up here at Burger King about this crispy chicken sandwich.
right.
And, that to me, I guess if we're talking about it, would perpetuate more of the
Maybe the
stereotype.
problem is that Burger King isn't a chicken place.
Okay, I guess.
I'm
I
just
don't
trying.
know.
I'm reaching for the stars.
I
I
mean,
mean, to me, I need to go watch the commercial, but right now it just sounds silly.
yeah, yes. And to me, like, and no shade, like, this is her career, this is what she experienced, and I'm not going to dismiss any of
Yeah, no,
that.
not at all.
But I think for me, the first thing when she said it, and what I think when I even went back to read and to look at what the, backlash was, I was like, I can't believe it was that serious for people.
Yeah.
Because I don't even remember, I specifically remember motherfuckers going to go buy the crispy chicken
Hello? I'm
and
like,
doing it
I
because Mary J.
really
Blige.
think the niggas was in line.
Absolutely. Like there was no way that they weren't.
Yeah.
Um, and then, and like she talked about just a lot of the backlash. She talked about how it's not funny, how, people be always bringing it up.
Mm.
I've heard some, creators say like she's blocked them because they brought it up or like made it a joke. I don't know if you remember the guy on TikTok who makes the elf shows for
What?
Christmas. He
Oh,
just
yeah.
did a parody of the crispy chicken commercial.
Really?
It's hilarious. I think it was great. From to me, honestly, I think if I would have thought about it at the time, and I just feel like it was just a way for her to get her money.
I mean, yeah. I'm like, I gotta go watch it. I gotta watch it and we revisit.
Okay. One of the other things that I've watched, do you watch Baby is Kiki Palmer, her
No.
podcast?
What are you laughing?
Why you don't watch Kiki Keep Up with Job Palmer?
I I'm a creature of habit and I like certain things and I just like I'm not
It's not.
I mean, what is it? Is it a podcast?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, really, like I'm looking for a particular content
Okay.
in my podcasting,
Understood.
which is at the top of the list is a nice, good, settle Monday morning murder mystery. Someone's dead, missing, you
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That is really what I'm seeking. It's
Right.
my Monday morning ritual. I
Okay.
get up, have my coffee,
Yep.
you know,
I can see that. Okay.
so and so is dead. We're about to solve this case. And sometimes
Got
it's
it.
unsolved.
Right.
Yeah. And then I'm left annoyed the rest of my Monday because
It's not soft. And you're thinking about it all day.
Yeah,
And they've brought you into this whole situation.
exactly.
Got it. I can see
Yeah.
that.
I actually, and to be truthful, I didn't even know she had a podcast, but I did watch her new show on Peacock. I enjoyed it.
It was very good.
Yeah, I love Kiki. I just didn't know she had a podcast, and I don't know that I want to know what she's talking
Well, Kiki Palmer had a episode with Nia Long.
about. Okay.
And they talked a lot about Nia Long's her career. You may have seen Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, I've seen Boys in the Hood.
You've definitely seen Love Jones.
I've definitely
And you've
seen Love
definitely seen The
Songs.
Best Man
Yes, I have.
and Soul Food.
Yes, I have.
And I loved just their conversation was really good. And I love Nia Long. And Kiki just kept reciting different lines like
In
from
the middle of
stuff.
the in the middle of the I love that. I'm here for
She was like,
it.
"You're not gonna cut off my leg," and because
And see, and that brings me to I love Kiki. Don't get
yes,
me wrong. I just have never listened to her podcast and I didn't know she had
it's
one.
it's
But
really
she, the
good.
one thing about Kiki, she is going to deliver.
She is going to deliver, and she is hilarious,
Yes.
and she kept
And
delivering
see, now
lines.
because of that, I will go back and watch it.
Yes, see, and especially this one. This one's a good one. She just had Robin Thede on there. I haven't watched it yet, but that one I'm sure is good because
Her name
Robin
sounds
Thede.
familiar.
She's from the Black Girl Sketch Show that was on HBO with Issa
I don't think I
Rae.
like that.
I mean,
Let me look at her face.
it
Hold
was a good show with
on.
Quinta Brunson. I think she was just in a movie that we were all watching. What were we watching? Anyway, um, she was had me along. And it was so good. It was like they were on a FaceTime call and like they were just friends and they just were chatting about dating and Nia Long talking about her career and the good times in like the 90s and growing up. And it just made me think about like, you know, the 2010s were fun
Yeah.
growing up. Or the is it 2000 the 2000s and the 2010s were fun growing up.
This is a different person who I thought it was. I don't
Um
think I watched the Black Lady sketch show.
You probably did watch a few episodes. There was no way you couldn't have.
Were you living here when it came out?
The Black Lady Sketch Show?
Yeah.
No, man.
I
Um,
don't know.
and and she talked about like, hanging out in New York City and being in the club and dating men that she wasn't supposed to be dating. And it brought me back to thinking when I had my first boyfriend who was 20 something years old and I was 17.
Hmm. Hmm. Who was talking about this? Rob?
But no, Nia
Oh,
Long.
Nia Long. Gotcha. Okay.
And then it just makes you think, bring into perspective, just, we are not alone. We all do silly shit, like date older men we shouldn't be dating.
I mean, I feel like there is, especially in, I mean, I think this is consistent for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
but in the gay community for sure,
Mm-hmm.
there
Mm-hmm.
is not one man
Mm-hmm.
that cannot tell me they ain't been with somebody
Who was either
w-
younger or older.
way over their daddy's age or some sort.
I mean, I think the oldest man I had sex was like 62.
Yeah, but yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, and I regretted that one. He was an old buzzard. He needed to do some cleaning.
Oh, my 6-0 was hot.
I mean, I'm sure he was hot. I have had a hot 60-year-old.
Mm,
But the one that I'm talking about in particular
yeah.
was not.
Oh no.
And he had pictures on his profile that was not what
He looked
was
like,
apparent.
yeah.
Yes. And so when I saw him, I was like,
You know what? Which is probably why I am the way I am today, but being photo fished has happened enough times for me to be like, nope, I don't like it. This don't look like it's current. I'm like, this
mm-mm.
picture grainy. We got whatever makeup pixels on these phones now. There is no excuse. Is this a screenshot? You don't know.
Right,
Mm-mm.
right.
You don't want to meet
Right.
up? No, because I don't
No.
believe this is you right
Hey,
now.
it don't look like you.
What you doing right now?
Right.
Send me a picture right now.
Right now. How much fuzz you got
Why
on
this
your
tattoo look like it's on this arm today and it was on this
face?
arm yesterday?
Yeah, that. That
This
right there.
this the same angle, but that bed sheet.
It's two
Mm,
different colors in each picture.
exactly.
The triangles is on the left and running this pictures is on the right. What is
Exactly.
we doing here?
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I feel that. Do you watch Temptation Island on
No.
Netflix?
Is that dating show Sitch? Yeah,
Yes.
no.
Oh my God, you're so anti everything.
I'm not anti, I just never got into it. Like honestly, I don't know. It's never interested me. I think in a dating show, I'm looking for I Love New York,
Oh my God.
Flavor of Love.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was prime
TV.
dating show
Yeah.
situation. Tila Tequila looking for love or whatever.
Not okay. That came out of the woodworks.
Yeah, like that was just.
What you Prime TV?
And then I was here for what's that other dating show within the rooms?
Mm. Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. I watched the first season of that, and then
Okay.
they kept going, and I'm just like, okay, like
Yo, and it's not what it used to be.
exactly. They're on like season 45, and I'm like, you guys could have stopped.
Yeah, no.
And then I feel like Love is what is it? Love Island?
Temptation Island.
Oh,
But Love Island is a different one.
oh God. Okay,
That one is like 32 episodes. Like they film an episode
a day,
a
right?
day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I feel like that just popped up, and then Temptation Island, I didn't even know like really existed now because I probably thought they were the same thing until you just clarified that they're not.
Yeah.
Um, but like literally all I watch on television is Housewives. And then if I'm watching like a scripted series, it literally has to be like, you know, a mystery's being solved.
I mean, I can see that.
Like it just like I need a puzzle to put together. I
Hmm.
need some twists and turns, I just everything else I'd be like, this is kind of mid. Like I'm not interested. Yeah.
Well, so Temptation Island is really good. I think the reason I like it so much is um because it's a good mix between the drama and therapy.
So are they like looking for love or like
So the premise is that they come to the Temptation Island
hmm
because they are trying to make a decision on if the relationship that they're in is going to be the relationship that they want to stay in.
God.
And these are the people who were on there this season
How many seasons is there?
too.
Oh, that's not bad.
Um, so they're trying to decide if the person that they are with is who they want to stay with.
Hmm
And then, so they come to this island. There's like, I think 13 or 15 boys and girls. Each girl, I mean, the girls get their own villa, the boys get their own villa. And then obviously the men that come go to the women's villa, and the girls that
Oh,
come go
is
to the
this the
men's
show where that clip went
villa.
viral of that girl like crashing out last season on the beach,
The beach?
running? I'll see if I can find it.
Well, I mean, well, you find the file and I'll tell you yes or no. And so then by the end and through each episode, the people that they bring are supposed to be tempting either the guy or girl about, pursuing a different relationship,
Hmm
talking about who they're currently with, and making a decision at the end if they're going to leave with the partner they came with or go with the new partner or leave by themselves.
Gotcha.
Each episode, though, they have a bonfire, and each bonfire reveals maybe some things that's been going on in the house.
Hmm.
And that could be anything. Like this past season, one of the dudes cheated on his girlfriend, then she cheated on him, and then at the end, they broke up. They also do this like tent that's like the temptation tent, and every time somebody goes into the temptation tent, the light in the other house lights up. So if the girl goes in there with a guy, the light in the guy's house lights up, and vice versa. If a guy goes in there with a girl, then the light at the girl's house
And
lights
they
up.
lose money or something, right?
No, it's not about money. It's all about your relationship
Huh.
and love. And then, so this season had these group of people, and for the most part, you know, uh, Cheyenne and Jack is there. We're supposed to be high school sweethearts, and they have been together. They're like 22, 23 now, and I think that's one of the other things that I notice about these shows that they're so young.
Hmm.
And I mean, the expectations that they're gonna come in this show and fall in love at the end is a lot. And I'm like, even when it comes to Love is Blind, I be like, why y'all keep picking these young ass motherfuckers who clearly are not looking for relationships?
Yeah.
Now, sometimes they throw in a 30, 40-year old and things happen, but as of late, they've just been fucking this all up. But anyway, um who stuck out to me this season was, of course, Sydney and Mikey. Sydney and Mikey who had seeming to be together since college.
Hmm.
And through the entire season, Mikey talked about how he was a hoe in college, and Sydney talked about how, he cheated on her while they're in college, couldn't make a decision about who he wanted to be with, this, that, and the third. And it was a whole thing. But what kept bothering me was that Mikey would be in this camera crying his eyeballs out every 5 seconds, but in the next frame talking about how everything's so cool and how he fine. I'm like, if you don't go get some emotional therapy, because
Listen.
this emotional roller coaster that you putting us all on is too much. He was in thicker than a banana sticker. Got up in here, he got hips like a lady. And I mean, he's a cute boy, but I just was like, this is too much.
Listen.
You too insecure and you too all over the place. I
And
need you to reel it the fuck
and
in.
that be the problem, okay? The insecurities.
And it's like, you can't be talking about how you was a hoe once upon a time and you walk into the room and you the party and then you get here in this villa and you got three best friends who are girls in this house and we are all confused at what's happening here.
I'm
And then
confused.
he all heartbroken about Sydney because she find her a chocolate man. And
Yes.
he is fine with his pretty smile, tall.
She done moved
She
on.
moved on and left his ass right there.
That's right. As she should.
I mean, but it's a good show. I think you should watch it, and get into it. The other couples were cool. I like Summit. Summit I like his name. I think that's what it was. And Scarlett and Cole were an interesting couple too. Um, I don't remember if they stayed together or not, but I definitely think you should get into it.
Might give it a shot.
You know,
See what's happening.
it's not like your typical gay show. I mean,
I'm like, what typical gay
it's
show? I like
not a
movies
gay
about
show at
love.
all, but
Yeah.
um, well, we're gonna take a quick break and then we're gonna get into this topic for today.
Okay, talking.
All right. Bye. If you've made it this far in this episode and you haven't subscribed yet, that's wild. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button on YouTube, follow us on Instagram, tap in everywhere, child. Because apparently the algorithm only respects consistency and emotional damage. And to my professional doom scrollers out there, girl, yes, I'm talking to you. If you can scroll for 47 minutes and not press the subscribe button, we can have a full conversation on how you need to go ahead and dedicate yourself to something, girl, because it sounds like you got some dedication issues. Help us beat the algorithm, girl. Like, comment, share, send it to your girlfriends, your boyfriends, your lady friends, your they them friends. The ones who love to chit chat about all the tea but never really want to start that podcast. Because I want them in my comment box. Don't just watch the Chisme, join the Chisme girl. Subscribe, follow, and stay connected, honey, because we building something cute up over here and we want you to be a part of it. Yeah. And we are back. All right. So I will preface this by saying, um, what I put together is really just kind of a part two of the conversation I had when I had she's Ryan on the show with Mike, with myself and Mike for the 100th episode. And really, what I've called it here is like digital doppelgangers, but I don't like that word, right? Because it makes me think of Elena and
I mean, literally, when you told me that's what we were talking about, I said, "Oh, people that look like each other, like digital AI, they look like they're making themselves look like each other because, yeah, because
right.
Vampire Diaries and they all had doppelgangers."
Exactly, exactly. So that's not necessarily what I wanted to call it, but when I was creating the episode and putting it together and everything, that's just what kept coming up. So we're gonna roll with it. But essentially, what I wanted to just talk about was how we are in real life versus how we present ourselves on social media
Right.
or in different areas of our lives. And, that can show up in different ways, right? Like right
Hmm.
now, I'm sitting here in, my event pants. Um,
How did they become your event pants?
because every time I have an event, I wear them and they're so comfy and they're easy for me to get around
Oh,
and they're just comfortable when I, have an event going on.
got it.
Now, would I wear them like to like a speaking event? No, right?
Okay.
Obviously. But when I'm at work and I can, I have a bunch of shit going on, I have a bunch of walking to do, they're easy,
Got it. Got
right? Um, and I know you don't like them, but you don't
it.
have to make me feel some way about that.
Listen, I've been sitting up here complaining about how I'm looking east west. Okay, if you want to wear your event pants, I'm gonna sit up here and look east west. And we're gonna if y'all wondering what that mean I look wide. Okay, this camera setting is giving wide, and he keeps saying that it ain't gonna look like that, and I don't believe him. So I want when he posts this, I want y'all to comment in the comment section, tell me if I look east west because I think I do. And he got on his event pants, and we just gonna keep pushing.
Now, if these people start commenting East West in the comments,
That's okay. I want them to tell me so then I can come back and tell you we need a different camera angle.
well, so the other thing is the people don't know this, but well, maybe they do, but anyway, I bought a whole new camera.
Gotcha.
I was gonna bring it,
But
but but what had happened was I was like, my laptop is giving last leg,
mm,
and I didn't want to risk.
you're deleting.
No, I didn't want to risk having to download the software for the camera onto my computer and
Oh,
then getting here and it not working.
yeah.
And seeing as though we're using a different type of Wi-Fi, I was scared. That would have scared me and I'd have just been like, oh no. And now I'm behind.
What's your different type of Wi-Fi?
Well, because we're using a mobile hotspot to record right now.
Oh,
And you need some sort of Wi-Fi in order to
gotcha.
make that camera work. And I probably would have shat myself. It wouldn't have worked.
Don't do that in your event pants.
Exactly.
You wouldn't want to shut your event pants.
Um anyway, so have you ever been on social media and scrolling through, a nice hottie on the internet and you're like, "Oh my God, this trip that they're on looks amazing.
Mhm.
Oh my God, their outfits look amazing. oh my God, that car is amazing. And then you meet them in person and you're like, it's kind of like what we were just talking about, right? Like this gay man is presenting himself as a 50-year-old gay man, but then you meet him in person and he's 75
Yeah.
and he looks like different from the photos, right? And then it's like, well, why do people feel the pressures of to do that? What is it, not just talking about the gay community, but what is it in the world to make us feel like we need to be a certain way online versus then when we're in person? Thoughts?
I mean, I feel like that's what social media has become. It's like this thing where you put out it's it's a platform where people are conditioned to put out their best foot forward
Oh yeah,
or what they consider their best foot forward to be.
yeah.
And so they don't want people to see the cracks and the bruises and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I feel like, and I don't know if this just is people I follow, but like I feel like I'm starting to see. Well, I don't even know because I'm like now that I'm about to say this out loud, I'm like, is this like a fad too? But I was about to say like I feel like people are trying to be like a little bit more truthful with who they are and like their
Yeah,
situations.
I agree
In
with that.
my way of saying that was because I feel like I follow up. I mean, I follow these people because they're hot. Like that's how I landed here because I have a type.
Mm.
But
Yep,
with
yep,
this,
yep, yep,
I'm
yep,
setting myself up really big right now.
yep.
But I feel like I've been following a lot of people that are like sharing like their homeless content.
Can we back up just for a second? Because I just want to get clear on sharing their homeless content.
Yeah, and I'm like, oh, I was like, look at social media getting real, but then,
Shut the fuck up. Look at social media getting real.
but I'm saying this out loud, and I'm like, is this like a fad? Like I know there was one guy, I mean, he had like a situation going on, like people like stole his identity and he was like homeless for a while. So like he was like filming like his content, like, being homeless. Then
What?
there's this other guy that I follow, and I tried to follow him because he was cute. And um, he posted like work content and working out. And I'm like, oh, that's my type. But he's homeless and literally lives in the back of his truck. And I'm
Shut
just
up.
like, I can't look away. Like, and I want him
You're
to get better.
engaged.
Yeah, I want him to like find a situation that works for him.
Wow.
But he's hot, and like that's how I started following him because he's hot. And I feel like there was someone else that I was following because and like it started with me being like, oh, these people are cute, and then I dive in, I'm like, oh, they're homeless and they're filming their homeless content. But now that I'm just like, and then I'm speaking this out loud, I'm like, is this like the new fad? Maybe we're not getting real. Maybe it's like,
They're making it a thing.
yeah,
That's crazy. There's this guy that I scrolled upon on TikTok. He was living in his van uh up by the Golden Gate Bridge.
yeah.
And I guess he met a boy. And so now they got a whole thing going on because they in a relationship, homeless in a van.
Should we go find them?
I mean,
We're not a car.
we're not far. Um,
45 minutes tops, we're there.
and I think you're right. Maybe, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, and it could, I mean, I think it's partially like some people really are going through stuff where they
Right,
are ended up homeless for
right.
whatever case may be. And then I think like when you go to people that are like living in their van, like for example, the guy that I'm talking about, like he's living in the back of a um it's not like a van, it's like a truck, like not like a pickup truck, but
Like the one with the top over it.
like a U-Haul truck. It's not a U-Haul truck, but it's like a
Oh,
truck.
yes. Did he like redo it?
No, like
Oh,
I have to like I'm sure Big Brother's always watching. So
yeah,
once I
it'll come
open my
up.
phone, he's gonna like be the first
Yes.
thing there and it'll
Yeah,
show
yeah,
you.
yeah.
But yeah, like it's like not a U-Haul truck, but it's like a U-Haul truck. So he's like literally in the back of a truck. But going back to the people that are like in vans and they're like transforming like these old buses and vans, like I think that just kind of contributes, like, if you want to live like this minimalistic lifestyle,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't survive 1 hour. Like, no.
Mm-mm.
I need four walls, PG&E,
Mm-hmm.
washer, dryer,
Mm-hmm.
hot water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I could live in a nice done up van or RV.
You know, about maybe like 10 years ago, I would have said you're full of shit. But now I feel like you might be down for
I don't know what you're trying to say,
it.
but you've
Sure.
evolved. Yes, I've evolved. Sure, yeah, yeah.
You
But
know,
I could do it.
this is coming from the one who didn't even stay for his camping trip in fifth grade.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't stay.
I,
I wasn't a tent though. I think that's why I'm forever traumatized by tents.
but you could stay in a van.
I could do a van and an RV. That's different.
A van and an RV is also different.
You're right. I mean, yeah, I could do an RV. I could do a van. I think for me, as long as I'm not on the ground and there's something surrounding me, I'm fine.
The tent was gonna survive.
Girl, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no.
Your daddy played the fuck
He
out of
played the fuck out of me. He played the fuck out of me. And, I would have just preferred him tell me that I couldn't go.
Oh.
And just to be like, I don't recommend you going. How about you just stay because I don't think you're gonna like it.
I would love to know where that tent is today.
And that 10 is gone. That 10 been gone. Just to give context, I guess now that we're talking about this, when I was in the fifth grade, we had Caritas. No, it wasn't Caritas. It was a different, it was
I don't know
anyway, it
what
was
you guys
some sort of
called it.
campsite in Sacramento. And my class went camping and I wanted to go. And so the day before I was supposed to leave, my dad finally took me shopping for all the stuff that I needed for camping. And he bought me a one person tent, which, by the way, I mean, I know I'm a fluffy boy and I was fluffy, definitely fluffy then. And I had one person tent and we were supposed to share tents.
Mm, I don't think I knew that.
Yes, people were like, oh, team up with somebody, share a tent.
Yeah.
You can do like two persons per tent. He bought me a one person tent. I had all my shit in there. I had my gallons of water because that was a part of it. And I had all my clothes, my sleeping stuff. And I think what really burnt my grits that day was the hiking.
Mm,
And some girl had damn near fainted.
mm.
And like her foot had got swollen. And I think she just got dehydrated and everything. Um, and I think just at night, I was just like, I can't do this. And so I packed up all my shit and some of theirs and left
Hmm.
and got on out of
I
there.
think you was home by 8 o'clock. It,
It was late by the time I got home. I was definitely dark. Yeah. And I don't even think I had to go to school for the rest of that week because all the kids were gone.
mhm.
So it just was a mess. It was a hot ass mess. And yeah, so I don't think I could definitely do any type of tenting. I definitely don't think
Tenting's
that,
not bad though. I did it. I did
yeah,
it
but
twice. I did the one, whatever early elementary one was. And your
mhm.
parents were so mad at me because I did not call them the
That was
whole
Corey
time I was
Toss.
there. We stayed in the cabin that one.
Yes.
And then when we went in high school with Serendipity, we did our camping trip. And did I have a tent? I think I was in my tent by myself.
Yeah.
But I was fine. And they was mad at
Mhm.
me then because I didn't call them the whole time I was there.
Yeah, but I think when we're talking about like your everyday life and like if you're living in a tent all day long, like in your life,
Yeah.
like if this was my life and I'm like I'm a content creator, I'm showing up on social media and then but I'm creating content because I'm actually a outdoorsy person.
Right.
That's different.
Yes, that's a
But
different thing.
then but then there's the person who is like, you know, I'm this way online, but real life I'm like homeless and living on the streets.
Yeah.
and I don't have anywhere to stay.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we're talking about. Is like how, I do believe people are trying to create a specific type of what people see versus who they are in real life.
Hmm.
And then, how they go about making that a thing
Yeah.
online, like that curated version of themselves.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think many different things play into it. I think is, the wanting to be the person that you see on social media,
Right.
wanting to be all the different influencers. And then, there's businesses that will back you financially for that shit.
100%. I mean, I feel like at this point now, like I feel like social media was, yes, it was a platform for people to go and present their best versions of what they felt themselves were.
Mm-hmm.
But now we're in this phase where now everyone wants to be influencers,
Mm-hmm.
and they are trying to get the deals and the residuals that come with being a
Mm-hmm.
content creator. And so it's like, how do I make this go viral? Like, what am I going to do for
Right.
the likes and the
Yeah.
what does it call it? What the kids do? The likes, the reposting, and
Yes.
the whole situation. Like,
Yeah.
it's now we've gone from, we already weren't showing our authentic selves. Most people, I'm not going to say everybody, but most people, they're like, they're
Mm-hmm.
really not showing their authentic selves. But now we're taking it a step further. Now, what can I do to really stand out
Yeah.
in the crowd for not showing my authentic self, so then I
Right.
can get the coin behind it on the back end?
Right, which you bring up a great point because I was just watching a couple of days ago. I was scrolling through the Instagram, and Cameron has a podcast show, and he had on this wrestler, and some people say it was fake, some people say it was real, but essentially they were arguing back and forth. Cameron was essentially saying some disrespectful shit to him. And next thing you know, homeboy is leaving, but then pulls Cameron up out his seat and tosses him over and acts like he's hitting him or punching him. I don't know if it was real. I don't know if it was or not. All I'm thinking is, I read the comments. Some was like, this is clearly a skit. It's so funny. Da 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 da. And I'm just like, if you really had some shit that you wanted to say, and if people wanted to just listen to your stuff, you don't need to do any of that.
True.
It's kind of like what we were talking about with Kiki Palmer. Well,
Hmm.
Kiki is funny.
Yes.
She's entertaining. She don't do
100%.
nothing extra on her show that is not just herself.
Yes.
And, and I think that I would just watch a show. Like I would watch a episode of Cameron's podcast or any person's podcast if I'm just interested into knowing
That
that
person of what they
person
have to say.
and what they have to say.
Yeah.
And I think it starts to take away the credibility of the different creators out there, the different people that are creating and taking the time to curate what they're putting together, and curating meaning diving deeper into the topics, doing the
Hmm.
research, getting the things that they want to get, and putting it together in the way that they want, their audience to come into it and build off of it.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I don't feel like it always needs to be this performative effort.
Yeah.
Um, I was very long-winded with me. I was on a soapbox.
It's okay, Dorian.
Why are okay, we haven't got there. Anyway, um and so I think at that point it's just like this self-expression, it's a performance.
Yeah.
We're putting it on for media, and we're putting it on so for the virality of it all.
All of
Um
the girls wants to go viral.
all the girls want to go viral. So when you're scrolling and when you are looking at different content and looking at different media people, what are you looking for exactly?
This is like I think, I don't know. My feed is, I don't, okay, I follow, a lot of people I follow because I'm like attracted to them, right? So
Right.
like that is, how I've wound up with a lot of people that I follow. So I either
And then
know
that
you,
explore page is crazy then.
or I either know you, or I think you're hot, or it's literally like housewife like content and like
Mm-hmm.
Bravo things.
Mm-hmm.
Um But when you step back and like really look at my feed, which is you're probably going to find interesting, it's a lot of workout content.
Oh, because a lot of the guys you think are hot are working out.
Well, no, because I'm trying to get myself to go to the gym.
Got it.
It's free coaching, but I haven't made it to the gym.
Wow.
But yes, a lot of like it's a lot of it is workout content and like and I love a good day in the life vlog.
Okay.
So like, it's most of the things that pops up on my timeline though is either housewives related because I
Mm-hmm.
follow a lot of blogs about that, or
Mm-hmm.
it's literally like day in the life or workout content.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting. What is so then your explore page must be like
It's literally
a good
like,
mix.
yeah, it's literally like if you go to my explore page right now, well, I'm waiting for another Beyonce album, so Beyonce's on there.
Oh yeah.
Ariana just dropped the thing for her new album,
Oh,
and
she has a new
then
album
there
out?
is men flexing, gay skits, and yeah,
I mean, that's interesting. So on mine, I have a good mix of both. I do follow some hotties. But I've noticed that my explore page is big pecs and big men chest
yeah.
and ass.
Okay.
I
He has a type.
have a type. And then on my Hella Chisme, it's all business shit. So lots of ads about how to grow your podcast, SEO, PSO. Um, what? Sorry, a lot of artists, a lot of different podcaster pops up, um, a lot of pop culture shit news pops up.
Yeah.
um and housewives same. So I think it's interesting, because at that point now we're talking about the algorithm, and
Right.
we're talking about what the algorithm know that we like and what we
Hmm.
see and what it's hearing us talk about and say, um and what we enjoy looking at.
Yeah.
So thinking about all those things and kind of just knowing, how you are on social media, what do you ever question or kind of feel yourself in like a depressive state seeing some of the things that you see on social media?
Mm, not real. Oh, I think it depends. I would say not really. Do I find myself maybe sometimes comparing myself? Yes, but only to people who I actually know.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And it's usually based off of where I'm at in my life and where these
mm-hmm,
people that I've like gone to high school with and where they're
mm-hmm.
at in their life. People I don't know, I do not care. Like
Right,
they have no effect on me. I do not care. Like they're just there just to be there.
right.
My comparison is literally telling people who I know we probably went to high school together, where they're at and what they're doing in their life and where I'm at in my life. It
Mm-hmm,
isn't a consistent thing. Maybe like a monthly thing. I call it like my monthly man period where I just,
mm-hmm.
a little down and out. What
Feelings
am I
going
doing with my
low.
life? Where am I going? Am I failing at life?
Mm-hmm,
This person's done this already and I'm still here.
mm.
It usually lasts for like 24 hours
And then you're over
and then
it.
I move on.
Yeah. I can see that. I think it's funny. Mike, when we did the 100th episode, he mentioned he's had to. He was like, I unfollowed a show that got I think it was about a award or something like that. He unfollowed the show. Um, he's like, I've been doing this for hella long, and I was like feeling some type of way, so I had to unfollow them.
Yeah,
And I felt that
yeah,
because I've definitely had my moments where I'm just watching other people get like, deals from their show or, the statistics say if you make it past 100 episodes, that's when you can monetize. And if most shows don't make it past 50 episodes, and if you get this deal, you got to do this, you can do that to get this. And I'm just like, girl, I've been doing all these things.
Right.
Where's that?
It's coming.
Yeah, I mean, I believe that, but I'm also just like, I think when you think about social media and also there's a word that I want to use, the superficial part of it
Hmm.
all. And you realize also, even though brands and things like that reach out, it is also a part of it's a superficial part of it too, because some of them are doing it just for the looks,
Yeah.
and they're doing it just to have this person be on there, oh, because they look like the aesthetic of that, what they're giving, it matches with their brand, which I understand too.
Yeah.
But
And I
also it's
mean, and it
like
also gives the brand the recognition.
it also gives the brand the recognition.
I'm like it's for prime example, it's like Coachella just passed. The amount of
Mhm.
people
Oh
that
my God.
influencers that were there
Oh my God.
staying in these brand houses and the
Yes.
brands like are just giving away
Yes.
like all this stuff.
Yeah.
Like there's this one girl I follow, I freaking love her. I can't think of her name, but she always does like the property management content and she does like the spoofs for Secret Lives of Mormon Wives and stuff, but
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of it. But she was with um she stayed in the house for this blanket company.
Mm-hmm.
And like everything had the blanket company's like name and logo and stuff on it. So it's just like, and of course, they have to post videos advertising this stuff. So it just, they're getting paid to advertise their thing and they're getting paid on the back end because their
Mm-hmm.
stuff's being advertised.
Yeah, and I agree. And I think when it just comes to us constantly scrolling, constantly being on the apps, constantly just looking at everything, it just we start questioning ourselves, we start questioning what we're doing, what's happening around us, and then it leads to burnout. And that's why most of the time I just put my phone down. I talk about the fact that I have talked about how, I record this show, and once show is recorded, I edit it, I put it up, and when the clips come out, that's it.
Hmm.
I mean, I ain't paying attention. I'll promote some clips here and there. I'll read the comments here and there, but I'm not responding to none of y'all in these comments. I'm not going to bat with y'all. One of the clips that came out for one of the Black History Month episodes, a couple of people were in there feeling some type of way about the content.
What were they saying?
I don't remember. I'll tell you when we're off when we take our break, but I'm like, girl, feel the way you feel, sister.
Was it like people of color or
Uh-huh.
were they saying like the information was like wrong or
No,
they didn't
they
agree?
they didn't agree because Fadaka was sharing an experience that she had based on her being first generation Nigerian and
Hmm.
being a Nigerian American or in America, and she was just sharing her thoughts, and somebody was like, "Girl, whatever," like, or something like that.
And I just want to highlight the things that you said. She was sharing her experience,
Exactly.
her thoughts on
That's right.
her
That's
experience.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
Well, and but you also make a good point, because the other reason I'm not gonna be in these comments is because I know that I got hitters out there and y'all will be in the comments for me.
Like, I mean, I just like, I do not understand, like, and this just goes to like any conversations with anybody that I have. It's just like, how come people are not allowed to have
An opinion.
their opinion and you
Hmm.
just accept it for what it is and let it go and be done with it?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Like, we can just agree to disagree and move on. Why does it
Hmm.
need to be, oh, I need to have a conversation and get you on my side to agree with me? Like,
Hmm.
no,
Hmm.
I don't agree.
Hmm.
I'm fine with disagreeing to or whatever I just said, and let's
Hmm.
just move forward.
Hmm. I agree with you. Um, and I think those make the best conversations too, but I also think people are in a space sometimes, especially when you have your podcast show, when you have your platforms that you want to bring people in,
Mm.
it's like they feel like they have to get people on their side to agree with them
Yeah,
in
I
order
don't.
to keep
Why the
the
hell do you care?
that's not what this is about.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't give a
You've
damn.
completely missed the plot, sister.
I do not care.
Um, well, we're gonna take a break and then we'll come back and we'll wrap up this conversation. Bye. Um, and we are back.
We're back.
We're back. We're back. Are we recording?
I don't know.
Is
Are
it
we?
recording? Is it on? Shout out to Maddie. Do you watch Fact Talk?
What?
Fact Talk
What's that?
with T.S. Madison and Craig the Writer Stewart.
No.
Girl, you need to get your life.
I only T.S. Madison interview I watched was the one with Terry Joe.
Oh, did you like it?
Yeah.
That's because Terry Joe's a hot mess. And then T.S. Madison is messing herself, be cracking me up. Her and Craig be acting a fool on that show. Carrying on.
Mm,
I will sit my ass right on the couch and watch it for the full 4 hours.
4 hours.
Yes, they do a 4 hour live, honey. I aspire. Because let me just tell you, I'm not
Ridiculous.
sitting there and talking to y'all that long.
No.
It's enough. This 2 hour show is enough.
Hello, I'm ready for a snack as we speak.
um, Jumping back into our conversation, one of the things that, I did on the 100th episode as well, just was talking about like scenarios, right? So here's some real life scenarios. Posting something you're proud of, it doesn't perform well, and now you're second guessing your creativity, which is the thing, right?
Mm,
I think all people, all content creators, and especially starting out, it becomes one of those things too where you're like, oh, I need to start paying attention to my numbers now. Whereas it's not suggested that you do so. You should give yourself some time, post your shit, be consistent, let the algorithm get to know you, and then see what happens. You see someone doing something similar to you blow up. Now you feel like you're behind, which we were kind of talking about that earlier, right? Um, one second. And even when you you have something happening or um you need to be a part of it, or you need to at least uh you want to say something about it, you want to engage with it, you want to be a part of it in some way, shape, or form. You spend more time watching other people create than actually creating yourself. So you are trying to do what others are doing, but not creating the content for yourself or creating what you want for yourself and sharing like your own voice. Or you start changing your voice and your style in order to fit in with everybody else. And you know what I say to that? Do what's true to you. This show has been a slow growing show. It's been doing its thing though, and I'm very happy about it. But I'm not trying to be like nobody. I'm not trying to do something like nobody, and I'm definitely not trying to fit in because I don't give a fuck about nobody but me and what I'm putting together. Um, And, when you think about it, kind of goes into what I was saying about, monetizing and brand deals and things like that. And that's kind of how you find yourself into a habit of, comparing, trying to be the folks that you see online in the internet. And really, it's just all about being yourself. So I have a few final kind of like food for thought. Let's say that because I'm not going to say tools because I don't claim to know everything. And I just was like, I just want to, talk about something and then give something that I hope helps. So, one of the things would be create more than you consume. So, if you're constantly scrolling, you're feeding your comparisons, flip it. You know, pour your more energy in creating your own content rather than consuming others. Just like I said, I put my phone down. Only time I'm really consuming content is if it's news that I need in order to produce the show or an episode. Be intentional with your time online, honey. Again, put that phone down. You don't have to be on social media all day to be relevant. I know this to be a fact. Although with this whole live era,
The girlies are going live.
the girlies are on live, and I am struggling with the whole live era. You know, I
Yeah.
don't necessarily want to be live all the time like that, but my consultants say otherwise. Mm, Schedule your content and then log off and give your mind and space to breathe. Your mind some space to breathe. Check your intentions. So before you post, ask yourself, is this me? Before you create it, be like, is this what I want on social media? You know, do I want to bust it wide open from the back on a Tuesday?
Mm.
Or am I really just trying to show a good ease sex position? Set boundaries without guilt. So you don't owe the internet. You don't. The internet does not always have to have access to you. You see Beyonce, she come and she leave, and she don't tell y'all nothing. She put it in the music. She go about her business. Redefine what success means. If you don't define success for yourself, the algorithm will do it for you. And here's what I say about the algorithm. You know, I'm not gonna always talk shit about the algorithm because right now it's doing fine for me.
It can
But
work in your favor.
sometimes it do try you. It does come for you, girl. But it's not the algorithm. It's just that you have to find your own consistency.
Hmm.
And I think that's what it boils down to. Allow yourself to evolve. So you're not meant to stay the same. Give yourself permission to grow, even if it doesn't match what people expect from you, which I think is it speaks for itself. And then lastly, choose connection over performance. So views come and go, but real connections, those ones last, honey. And focus on building something meaningful, not just visible. You know, the reason we love the content that we love is because the people be changing it up, trying new things, and you know, they just be out here doing what they want to do. And I think that's kind of the mode I fall into when I'm creating this show. I do what I want with it. And I've tried many different things. I'm going to continue to do many different things with it. And, you know, I think it just what it boils down to is to stay consistent with what it is that, um, stay consistent with a goal in mind and going with that. And then if you feel like you want to change things up, do that. It's never bad to pivot. So any last thoughts?
Mm, no, nothing I can think of.
Um, well, what's been your favorite part of this trip with me being here with you?
I got a trash can in my apartment.
The fact
Um,
that
if you guys don't know, I've lived in this apartment for a year and I have had three pieces of furniture, a TV stand, a couch, and a bed. I'm busy, um, a starving college student, and so I just have not had the time to, really sit and work with something to decorate this apartment. Denajane Jenkins showed up and I got a trash can in my kitchen. He judged my Trader Joe's bags that I was using. I got a nice, lovely table over here. You can't see it, but maybe if the camera adjusts this way.
no, it's not on the auto adjust anymore. I
Oh,
turned
it's
it
not on
off.
auto adjust anymore. He turned it off, so you won't see the table. I got some extra wine glasses.
Yes,
But aside from all the materialistic things, the key that we normally have over the phone for hours
we're having it in
catching up,
person.
it has been in person, it's consistent, it's continuous laughs and a good time,
It's
and
because we don't know how to act, truly.
and we truly just don't know how to act. It starts in the morning as soon
It's-
as we wake up, and it goes until I tell him that I'm going to bed because he's not ready to go to bed, but he will be asleep before I am.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, but he's not ready to go to bed though.
No, 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 no. I'm not. I'm
Yeah,
not tired.
yeah.
Um, well, thank you for joining me again on another episode of the
Thanks
show.
for having me.
I hope you all got something from this episode. What it boils down to is be yourself online, be yourself in when you're in person, and whatever that means to you.
Yes.
Because truthfully, y'all gonna do what the fuck y'all want to do anyway.
Amen.
Um, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you next time on another episode. Bye.
Bye.